Hello, this is Decoherent, and welcome back to some more Expeditions Vikings. It's been a couple days break for me too, so I'm pretty excited to be getting back into this. I was sick, and then had family over while I was sick, and I don't know, you know how it goes. And after a couple days with family, it's kind of stressful. You just want to go find a nice quiet lake, sail down the shore, kill people with an axe, and take their stuff. You know how it goes, the old tale. So I watched the end of last video and I don't really remember what else I was thinking about, so therefore we're just going to go ahead and go take our boat and go places. I've got some items, I've got some stuff, no hides, still have some cash, lots of food actually, lots of herbs, this is all well and good, lots of medicine, so I think that we're set to go. I'm still a little concerned about this whole end the campaign bit, although the tactical I don't know if I want to call it tutorial, but kind of the hints and stuff as you went along. The tactical stuff was pretty helpful. I don't really feel like I got a whole sense of the strategic part of the game, but I'm out of places to go, I'm out of things to do, so away we go. The only thing that I'm concerned about is this whole homestead thing, because it seems like maybe I should have had this running constantly in the background. I didn't realize that, but we'll see how it goes. I've got a market coming up here. I think that's also going to give us a chance to buy some more thralls, if I remember correctly. And then we'll kind of go from here, so. Alright, but at this point, let's take off. This is so very exciting. The moment you've all been waiting for. Are you ready to begin the real preparations? We have a lot to do if you're to set sail when the ice is gone. You won't have more time to roam around the countryside. Alright, let's do this. All uncompleted optional content in Denmark will become unavailable. Are you sure you wish to do this? Yes. I hope. Oh god. Alright. How many can I take? Oh, can I take everyone? Was there a chance that I wouldn't have? That I'd have more people? I don't know. Well, this is who we're taking. You won't be able to manage your party after this point. Make sure you're happy with the selection before you proceed. Yeah. I know I spent an hour poking over these guys an episode ago, so we're just gonna go for it. Every time I see that spinning shield, it worries me given how many crashes I had. Oh, there was a patch that hit a couple days ago. I skimmed through it. I didn't really see much that's going to affect us. It seemed to a lot of the bugs for things that I either hadn't encountered or are still in our future. So, alright. Everyone's gathered on the shore to watch as your beautiful new longship is launched. Esther takes in the scene with the kind of pride only a mother can display. If only Fridtjof was here to see this, your herd gathered in front of your ship, he'd be so proud. Alright. I've been waiting for this for a long time. I feel like the whole world is at my feet. Her smile makes her look a decade younger. You're so like your father, and me, in my youth. It is a big world out there, and dangerous. Take good care of yourself. Now, goodbyes only get more difficult the longer you put them off. May the winds of the gods fill your sails, my son. Thank you. New quest. T to track. O to view goals. Oh, that's right. The really screwy thing where the quest log is neither Q nor L. Let everyone say their goodbyes. Okay, how do I do that? Gunnar is breathing in the salty air with a contented look on his face. He turns and raises a closed fist in greeting as you approach. We've chosen a good morning to sail out. Clear skies, warm water. I have no one here to say farewell to, but I know how hard it is to part for the first time. Take as long as you need. Do you have anyone waiting for you at home? I don't know a whole lot about your, home life. No one who expects me to return. Maybe I'll see them one day, if they don't see me first. Ha! Alright, I'll be back when we're ready to set sail. Gunnar nods once, then turns his eyes back to the sea. Be careful, sure. Nefja walks up to you, followed by a dark cloud. I need your help. Oh no, what now? I haven't told Mom I'm leaving. Can you please come? She'll notice eventually. No, you know what? Nefja, we've known each other for a long time. I'll back you up. Let's go. Thank you. I really don't think I can handle her myself. Come on. This is fine. I mean, if we come back, it's going to be a ways in the future. This is slightly before email became a big thing, so... Come on, walk faster. Go, 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 time's a-wasting. The tide waits for no man. I don't mind a few minutes to just appreciate this game. It's so pretty! Isometric games tend to not be all that good looking. Well, that's not fair, in my experience. I like the ice. Nefja's mother, Rorgdis, is standing in the doorway to her house, arms crossed, with a concerned expression on her face. Aren't you expected onto the ship? They can wait a moment longer. Nefja wanted to say goodbye before we leave. Rorgdis' face turns very pale very quickly. She opens her mouth, but no sound escapes. Nefja takes a deep breath. I'm leaving, Mom. My Thane needs me. No, you can't. You have to stay here. You can't go. It's dangerous. Yeah, but she's not going alone. I know it's dangerous, but I'm still going. Leave these foolish ventures to the men. Ouch. Do you want to meet a pointless end in some distant land? I can't lose you too, not so soon after... Borgia's voice falters, and Nefja takes a deep breath to prevent himself from crying. I'm sorry we couldn't help you, Farah, but I won't let her death. I won't give up on my dreams. Nefja's mother turns to you, and her voice raises by at least an octave. Please, Deco, go if you insist, but don't take my daughter. Oh, you can tell her to shove off. I like that. I need her by my side. She's one of the most skilled warriors I know. And she is. She's our probably number 2 DPS. She is not a warrior. She's my little girl. I've indulged her flights of fancy for far too long, but I will not let them take her from me. There's a pause where unthings said seem to fill the air between mother and daughter. If Farah was still alive, she'd want me to go. She'd want me to have this. For a moment, Rorgdis looks like her legs are about to give out from under her. When she answers, her voice is weak. You're all I have left. Okay, let me read through this. Good. This is why I started putting some points into leadership. I want these types of things available. This isn't just about you or me. The purpose of this expedition is to save our village and our clan, and I can't do that without your daughter. I need you to say goodbye so that we can leave. That seems to take the air out of her. Her lip quivers as she looks at Nefja. Then finally, she pulls her daughter into a tight hug. My sweet Nefja, you've become such a strong and beautiful woman. Nefja's doing an admirable job of not crying. I love you, Mom. I'll be back, I promise. Alright, thank you. We'll see you in a few months. Nefja hugs her mother one more time before you set off back towards the beach. She turns just once to give her mother one last look. Thank you for this. Nothing to thank, kiddo. I like these side quests too, that have no rewards. Oh, I should gain some morale, but still. It's just the right thing to do, you know? Okay, hurry up. This game needs a run faster button. Where am I? There I am. Let's just talk through to everybody. Asleaf, what's up, man? The conversation falls silent when you enter with the airship. That's a fine ship Torfin built. Yeah, she's sure to carry you safely across any sea. Asleaf nods approvingly. It's a beautiful ship indeed. Torfin's craftsmanship has brought honor to us all. The ship is fine, yes, but it's the crew who will make it strong. Grimkale and Uldren seem to contemplate this for a moment. Asleaf nods sagely. Well said. There's no telling what we'll find over there, but with me as your bannerman, you'll have nothing to fear. You are the strongest warrior amongst us, but don't let it get to your head. He's not, but we're not going to tell him that. Humility is a pretense. I speak what I believe to be truth. You don't have any family here to wave to? My family is not pleased about recent events. They wish for me to stay here to help them on the farm and protect the clan. My father and I have settled matters already. I see no reason for him to be here now. Ready to go? Just parting with my friends. I'm ready to leave, and you are. Protecting the clan is all well and good, except that we're protecting it by killing the people who want to threaten it. And the best defense is a good offense. You're one of my new people. I don't know you yet. Let's see here. Roskva. Roskva drifts like a low fog towards the beach, a single sack slung carelessly across her shoulders. She gives you a quiet nod. Where do I put my stuff? Hey, anywhere you want, frankly. Is this all you have? Pretty much. One change of clothes and a whole bunch of things that you really don't want to know about. One change of clothes, huh? You know, we're all going to be in this little tiny ship for, like, months. I live in a bog with an old woman. I don't have occasion to make myself sparkle like the warrior princess over there. Yeesh. No catfights, please. So how did Hulda take the news? Oh, she's not really there today. I kind of didn't tell her I was leaving. You're going to have someone look after her, right? Oh yeah, Idis's boys promise to check in on her every morning, and Daghatter will visit her with dinner in the evening. Yeesh. These names. I don't want to make fun of her, but it probably is for the best. She's not like that. She'd let me leave if she was better. Alright, hop in the ship, make yourself at home. Okay. Kettle! You find Kettle next to several sacks of equipment on the shore, exchanging a few last parting words with his friends. One of his friends put Kettle in for a warm embrace. Her eyes glisten in the morning sun. Take care of yourself out there, kid. We're both really proud of you. I wish I could go with you, but Sigwin here wouldn't survive without me. Let's just kind of wait patiently here. Sigrid laughs heartily while wiping away her tears, nearly poking out an eye in the process. He's awful, but he's right. We are proud of you. It takes great courage to follow your friends into danger. You've become a hell of a hunter. Not as good as my wife, of course, but I know you'll keep everyone well fed. Kettle crosses his arms and grins at Lauder. It's good that your wife is such a skilled hunter too, old man, or you'd starve to death without me. While Ketter and Lauder exchange ever less subtle insults to make each other laugh, Sigrid pulls gently on your sleeve and pulls you away for a hushed appeal. I told Kettle to watch out for you. Now I'm telling you to watch out for him. Kettle's like a brother to me. Your father was the strongest warrior I've ever known. His men loved him, and he'd undertaken countless journeys in his life. Whatever he found over there, it claimed his life regardless. You, Kettle, and Nefcha, you're also young. I know you probably feel invincible, but you need to watch out for each other. Don't worry about it, man. I'll keep tabs on him. Thank you. Hearing you say that makes me feel a lot better. May the wind carry you safely home. Sigrid walks back to Lauder and Kettle for a few more parting words and another hug. At last it looks like everything that needed to be said has been said, and Kettle extracts himself from his mentors to join you again. I didn't expect it to be so easy to say goodbye. This goodbye isn't forever. We'll be back soon enough. He winks. And we'll be bringing back so much treasure, the ship will barely remain afloat on the return trip. Well, I'll get my things on board. See you on the ship when you're ready. Sounds good. It's good to have everyone in kind of a happy mood on the way out, you know? Okay, I can never remember what the quest log is. I've already forgotten it again. 2 more people we need to talk to. Rook? Are you one of them? Oh, of course. Right. Your brother stands on the beach with his hands folded behind his back. Sensing your presence behind him, he seems to slump. I see no hope or glory out there. When I gaze across the ocean, all I see is absence and loss. I see my little brother disappearing into the horizon on a beautiful longship with his devoted friends and huscarls, never to return. I'm sorry. You're a grown man, and you're my Thane now, but to me, you'll always be my little brother. The shame I feel because I do not dare follow you is overwhelming. Man, you fret for no reason. You're right. Of course you're right. You've never given me any reason to doubt you, and yet, I can't help but worry. He turns and pulls you into a warm embrace. Take care of yourself, man. Without you, we'll all be lost. Aw. Okay, have I spoken to everyone I need to? Am I missing anyone? I don't see anyone, but I'm still at 6 out of 7. Right. Who have I not talked to? Adis? Yes. Adis' sons have been helping her haul her equipment onto the ship. Her late husband's uncle has come out to say goodbye. You boys take care of your granduncle now. Can't very well handle the farm himself. You'll need to make up for my absence. Actually, I wasn't paying attention. I didn't realize she'd joined the team. But, happy to have her anyway. Her youngest son is struggling to maintain his composure. You won't be fighting, right? Adis says, up to the thane, Thorkel. Gonna do whatever it takes to keep everyone safe. I should be going instead of you. Thorval's only 19 winters. Old enough to fight. Adis says, we've been over this. Not having that discussion again. Not now. Come back soon. Adis swallows hard. Before you know it, then you boys won't ever want for anything again. They both just sort of nod and stare at their feet. Adis pulls them both in for another hug, and then she nods solemnly to her uncle-in-law and turns towards the ship. You all set? Ready as I'll ever be. Alright. Here we go. It is a nice looking boat. You stand at the bow and cart your crew. Everyone is on board now, getting acquainted with the ship, running hands along the wood, tugging at ropes. Those who have shields slide them into the slots along the railing. Sacks of personal belongings are stashed below the boards. Finally, they pick their seats according to size and arm strength, and turn to you, waiting. You can no longer postpone it. You need to pick a bannerman. The title of bannerman denotes the most trusted member of your hired, the second in command, who you can expect to deal with a little more often than other members of your hired. Oh, okay. Okay, well, probably the 2 or 3 I'd be looking at would either be Kettle or Nefja or maybe Asleaf. Because, they're my team, It's probably going to be either Nefja or Kettle. Boy, this is tough. I didn't realize I was going to have to think about this. I lean towards Nefja. She's kind of cool, I like Kettle a lot, but he's not serious enough. Let's go with Nefja. Nefja stands and grasps your arm firmly. Pride shines brightly from her face. I will serve you well, Deco. I'll follow you into Valhalla itself if I must. You have my word. No, this made Asleaf not like me. Whatever. Friends and family are still gathered further up on the shore, out of earshot of casual conversation, but close enough to hear any rousing pep talk you might attempt. Oh, okay. Thank you for joining me. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Expeditions many months in the making. Off we go. Okay. Okay, I'm leaning towards 3 here. Let's see here. Oh, I like 2 a lot. Do you want to go steal their stuff? We do, but let's bear in mind when we started this. Although trading is a lot of fun, and stealing is better than trading, we're here to back up the clan. Our enemies would see us robbed of our land and cast under their dominion. They think us weak. They think they have us cornered. For too long we've sat meekly by, trusting in the old laws to protect us. I wish I had a chance to read these all at once. I will not squander the trust you placed in me. Your lives and your health are my main concern. We're all hoping for wealth and glory, but what use are such things if we're not alive and well to enjoy them? The gods do not favor the cautious, so today we seize our own fate. Just as each of us will ultimately travel alone to Valhalla, we must all find the strength within ourselves to face whatever dangers await us. Your warriors bang their weapons against each other and stomp their feet against the boards of the ship. Battle cries arise from the crowd assembled on the shore. Whatever you were before, now you are Vikings. A final ear-shattering burst of clapping, stomping, whooping, and banging of weapons erupts as you finish your speech. The crowd seems to be competing with your crew to make the most noise. The ruckus is barely reduced as you take your seat and signal for your hired men to seize the roars and take the ship out into the bay. Soon, the elegant curves of the Sulaco cut smoothly through the waters towards the British Isles. Yay! Okay, that last bit wasn't quite as inspiring, I admit. Alright! Awesome, okay. So, we know about Scarborough. And that's all we know about. Therefore, off we go to Scarborough. Right? How long is it going to take us? Oh, hardly any time at all. Excellent. The waves are calm and the Sulaco is making slow progress. Suddenly, Ula yelps. I got one! One what? Ula has been trailing a line lazily off the stern. Now she's braced against the stakes with both feet, fighting some enormous sea creature. I'm not letting you escape, you big bastard. Ula fights the fish for a long time, drawing cheers and encouragement from everyone. Eventually, Ula grows too exhausted, the line slips from her fingers, and the sea creature vanishes into the waves. Ah! Could have had sushi for dinner. Wonder if the Vikings did sushi. Alright, here we are. Okay, well, obviously Nefja and Kettle are coming with me. You know, I think I may just take the normal team. Can I pop up my guys here? Real quick and look at them? Embarrassingly, I actually don't remember what some of these people were. If I hit cancel, can I pop this up? Yes. Okay, so people I don't recognize. So, let's see here. Adis, I didn't spec her out at all, so we'll come back to her. Let's see here. What were you? You were my other warrior. Oh, that's right, you're my two-handed user. And what else did you do? You've got taunt and repairing. Okay. So you're kind of a general purpose. Oh, I missed new guy. You're my other archer, though, right? Yes. Okay. Assleaf. Yep. Cattle. Yep. Gunner. Okay, so Ula's my Scald. And she's sort of redundant. You know what? I am gonna take Disa instead of Gunner? Maybe? No, instead of Asleaf. Well, no, that's not true. I should have one shield user. So let's take her instead of Gunner. Asleaf's got a lot of... Wow, everyone's got a lot of points. Why am I sitting in all these points? Okay, what should I do here? You could definitely use another point in axes. What else do you have? You have charge, support skills. We're not going into that. Utility skills. Oh, I should put heavy sleeper on you too, so I don't have to worry about anything else. Well, you've got a lot of points, but let's put another set of points into axes. That's just a good idea in general. Cattle's got a whole bunch of points too. 21 to upgrade. Holy cats. How much is it? What do you get though? Hailstorm. I haven't even used Fire Arrow yet. That'll be kind of neat. Well... Okay, I'm not going to do this thing where, once again, I stand around and fret over things. Okay, so one thing that I have been forgetting to do is fill up these combat items. So let's see here. Craftable combat items. So I've got mead, which increases strength. I've got water skins. How many do I have of those? Oh, just the one. Okay. Well, let's pop some good stuff here on people that I know are going to be in most of these things here. A torch. Yes, torches are good. Let's see here. Caltrops, I like that. Roskva, should I give her... Well, she already has a heal. Let's put this heal, actually, the healing item, on Kettle. Okay, well, I've got a few things lined up there, okay. Alright, so, Kettle, Roskva, Nefja, Disa, and Asleaf. Right, okay. In we go. Yeah, be careful to avoid acts of opportunity, moron. That's me. That's what I sound like. Come on. Spin away my friendly shield. I hope I'm not making any terrible mistakes. This is a complicated game, and unfortunately, I'm starting to feel like I have an idea on how most of it works, and that's how you know for sure that something disastrous is about to go wrong, and you'll have no one to blame but yourself. Alright, men and women watch you disembark from the rocks above, silhouetted against a light gray sky. Down the beach, two brave youngsters keep a close eye on the mysterious stranger and their imposing warship. Nevstra's boots sink into the sand as she jumps a few feet from the ship, weapon in hand. I see a path up the cliffs to the south. They'll be expecting us. Gunnar grips his axe, clearly pleased to feel its weight in his hand. No, they know we're coming, but they won't be expecting us. Well said. Kettle staggers as he feels the firm ground sway beneath him after days of sailing. Shading his eyes with the hand, he looks up at the stone building that towers above the cliffs. If we've come here for riches, I'd say we found it. Look at that fortress. Asleaf says, if the plan is to attack the hall, I hope this coast is as undefended as the rumors made it out to be. A king who can afford a building like that can also afford to retain warriors to protect it. Roskva speaks barely loud enough to be heard over the roar of the surf. It's not a fortress, I think. It has an air of sanctity about it. I could be wrong, but... Adis is already tossing sacks of supplies onto the beach, making ready to establish a camp. Getting ahead of yourselves, sweethearts. Smoke didn't come from that building. There's a village above those cliffs. Should go and say hi. Okay, sounds good. We're gonna scout things out. The rest of you drag up the ship and make camp. Alright. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Seriously? Seriously? That's what we're going with? Oh, here we go. Okay, and then track. Wait. Active. Get a hold of some horses and supplies. Okay, will do. Now I've got all these extra points in people and I don't know what to do with them. That's okay though. Surely we can survive one or two encounters. Let's trace the shore here first. Oh, I'm forgetting to look for things. Okay. Hello, what's this? Armor webbing. Nice. Oh yeah, so apparently those schematics are supposed to be single-use things, but maybe haven't been working like that, it sounded like. So, that's all well and good. I've only used one or two. Oh, this looks like someone's camp. Whoever was here, they left in a hurry when they saw your ship. Good thinking. Honey, bladder, tar. Seriously, this is why humans rule the earth. I love it. Cloth. Okay, good. Okay, here's the edge of the map. We're not heading out yet. I wonder if we're going to be able to find horses here? Is that going to be a gating event? Okay, there's the path up. Let's get the lay of the land here along the shoreline first. Oh, here's a bunch of people. Oh no, those are... I know those people. Like, look at these fairly scary looking guys standing along the shore. Right. Nothing. Fine. Whatever. Okay, so these do not go up anywhere. Okay. Just checking for an alternate route in case there's anything like that. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Up we go. The cliffs of insanity. It's pretty up here. Very idyllic. The group who intercepts you above the cliffs display every indication of the classic angry mob, down to the prevalence of pitchforks. A middle-aged man at the front, hastily dressed in cheap hide jerkin and wielding an actual spear, hails you in a language that tickles something deep in the back of your mind, but doesn't quite translate into meaning. You know, I don't need to, murder them right away. Let's kind of wave. The man in front, whom you've already mentally labeled as the emissary, mirrors your gesture as best as he can without dropping the spear. He speaks a few more sentences, but they're no more understandable to you than the first. One step behind you, you sense Kettle shifting his weight anxiously. I think I understand this. You understand what they're saying? Mostly. Some of it. He was asking who we are and where we're come from. Now I think he's asking us to come with them. Neff's just doing her level best to hide the incredulity in her voice. How could this be? You've never left Scairn in your life. Well, I assume Odin decided on a whim to grant me complete power over language just now. Why would I lie? Cute. Better than a fish in the ear, I suppose. So our quest is just to get horses, more or less. You guys are just villagers. You haven't done anything to bug me. You're not bandits or anything, so... Let's explain to them that we just need horses, and then we'll be on our way. Kettle gives you a sheepish look. I don't know how to say that. I get their meaning, but I can't speak that language. The welcoming committee's been listening to your exchange, and now fervent discussion is rippling through their ranks. They quickly seem to reach some kind of conclusion, and their youngest member takes off at full tilt down a path towards the woods. More cryptic declarations are transmitted by the emissary. Kettle strains to understand and translate. He's asking us to stay, wait, and something about a wise man. They're getting someone who can help. Okay, let's see who they're fetching. They're just a bunch of civvies. A few tense minutes pass, the guarded looks crackling between your hired and the natives, and the uneasy shuffling of feet on both sides contrast bizarrely with the calm waves against the beach and the pretty songs of the birds amongst the trees. Finally, the errand boy returns at a trot, trailing a tall man in a shaggy robe, whose stride is far more brisk than ought to be possible with sandals in such an advanced state of unravelment as his. Holy run-on sentences. As he reaches the welcoming party, the robed man lowers his hood and takes in the sight of your modest heathen horde with a slow, deeply interested look. A few words are exchanged between him and the emissary, then, the robed man closes the distance between you, bows, and introduces himself in heavily accented Saxon.
Dominus Vobiscum, stranger. I am Brother Morcant. I have given my life to studying the ineffable beauty of God's work.
Huh. Hello. Scairn being well situated along the trade routes to Saxony, you've had enough contact with your southern neighbors to learn their language. At any rate, you speak it about as well as this man. I'm Deco, son of Fridhof, and this is my retinue. Please tell me, Deco, from whence have you come? We've come from Scairn on the coast of Jutland to the east. Morcant's gaze turns inward as he no doubt pictures the world around him as he knows it. I believe we know your people as the Danes. Okay. We are Danes or Jutes or simply Norse, but those of us who go abroad are known as Vikings. Morcant smiles. It feels like progress is being made. We are Angles, and this is the kingdom of Northumbria. I myself am a monk, a servant of the Lord, and a traveling scholar of cultures, languages, and faith. Some impatient shuffling of booted feet behind him seems to remind Morcant of the reason he was summoned. He rattles off a few quick sentences to reassure the mob behind him before he turns back to you and jumps to the point. Might I inquire as to the purpose of your journey? So discovery and trade is a high priority, but it's actually my secondary objective. Trade is all well and good, but only as it's going to purchase strength for our village. So let's go with, we're here to seek allies in our struggles at home. Asleaf says, surely we didn't come all this way for that. In Scaring you said we'd raid these coasts. The monk quickly translates your words to the others before responding. Very good. Let me bring you before... Jeez. The leader of this shire. What are we going to go for here? Malcolin and Jarefa. Alright. Complain. You know, I seriously think I'm going to swap Asleaf out. Do I have another shield user? Oh god, I don't know if I did. Because, you know, I'm tired of his crap. Okay, let's take their stuff since no one seems to mind. No, wait, I said this was boring watching me loot. Let's go talk to people. Rest assured, I will come back and take everything. I don't know where I'm going here. Village. Crops. All sorts of stuff. Oh, I'm tracing the perimeter, aren't I? Ha, sure am. That's okay, though. It's actually something I'd like to do on purpose. Oh, it's a cairn. Nice. Okay, and this leads us out. Okay, let's take the plants real quick. Poppies. Poppies will make them sleep. Okay. I just feel like it's a good idea to just have an idea of where everything's going. Have all our escape routes planned out. That kind of stuff. Let's escape on our point and more reinforcements. Ooh, this is nice looking. What do you guys got going on here? Okay, oh, here we go. Mocklin. There's no mistaking the head of the village for a citizen of lesser stature. He's one of those elders whose only turned weathered and formidable with old age. Sean Connery. And yet, as you're brought before him, there's an unmistakable fear in his eyes. My name is Mocklin. I am the Druff of this town. Okay. Hello, my name's Deco. We're looking to buy supplies and horses. There follows a lengthy extrapolation by Morcant in the local language. The old man eyes you suspiciously all the while. Norse, are you? We've had some visitors from your lands before. You're given to understand that visitor is used here as a euphemism for a range of words along the lines of, oh, barbarian, savager, murderer, raider, plunder, and so on. So what happened the last time people showed up here? A ship much like yours came from a small island south of here. The port Jareffa of that place mistook them for merchants and directed them towards Erferwick, but before they left, they killed him and his men. We were lucky they didn't come here. We've feared their return ever since, and now, here you are. What will we make of this? It came from an island south of here. Like, this is a little on the goody-goody side, but I don't really want to throw down with them. Fine, whatever, we're not raiders. You are a cat imploring a bird to come down from its tree. This is inferable from the look that Jareffa gives us now. I would never question your honor, but you must go elsewhere on your errand. We cannot help you. Anything I can do for you? Instead of translating your words, Morkan addresses you in Saxon. If I may, this isn't simply a question of trust or even of willingness. This village has no horses. They're too poor, and likewise they lack wealth with which to trade. A band of outlaws has recently troubled the village. They camp beyond a nearby stream, frequently attacking the farms or robbing merchants entering or leaving town. So you're suggesting we get rid of the bandits, huh? It might be exactly the kind of opportunity you need, if I understand what you're after. If you were to drive out the outlaws and reunite these villagers with their possessions, they'd have the means to give you what you're after. And what stronger demonstration of goodwill could they wish for? Mocklin is tapping his foot on the ground, arms crossed, watching you and Morcant converse in a language he doesn't understand. As soon as you pause, he jumps in, and Morcant resumes translating. I ought to warn you, as Jaref of this town, I answer to King Osred. Whatever befalls us here, you can be sure the king will hear from it. Whatever, we'll prove to these people you have nothing to fear from us. The monk casts a hopeful glance at you as you turn your back on the village elder. Yep, if you're going to confront these outlaws, do you mind if I come with you? Fine, whatever. Just get out of the way. You can count on me. Alright, so peaceful and open-minded are good, aggressive and conceited went down. Okay, so, let me guess. Asleaf hates us. Look, aggressive and conceited. And he's disgruntled. What a putz. Loyal, indifferent, hesitant. Yeah, also aggressive. What's hesitant? Whatever. Yeah, whatever. Asleaf is just pissing me off. You're out here, man. Okay, so this is very exciting. We've met people. I am going to take their stuff, possibly by killing, but you know, frankly, tossing the bandit camp is a good idea. I could return this stuff here. I could just keep it. I'll have to think about that if I want them as a trading partner, or just as a brief pit stop on my way to further glory. But let's take a cut, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.